Hi everyone, welcome to Wendy's Decorium. As you can see, I'm going to be using the mould housing from Nick Pro and silicone rubber today. I'm going to be making a mould. I'll show you. I got this from a charity shop. I just thought it was really pretty. It's made out of wood. And all I've done is I've given it 3 coats of spray varnish just to make it shiny. And I'm going to be making a mould and then casting it in resin. Yeah, I don't know what resin I'm using yet, but I will tell you as soon as I know. So we'll get started, shall we? I've stuck double-sided sticky tape on the bottom. I'm just going to take that off, the top layer off. Ooh, that wasn't even stuck. Burnish that down properly. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. I've also got a piece of transfer tape from my Cricut, and that's how I prefer to do it. You can just stick this down to something, a plastic bag or something the silicone's not going to stick to. That's all you want. Right, so that's that. Like I say, added measure. Don't want any leakage, do we? There's the transfer tape. And is that the right side? Yes. And I'm just going to place that down central so it's stuck. Press it down. There we go. Right. Now I'm going to turn this. It's slightly shaped on that side. I can never tell the difference between concave and convex. I think that's concave. So I'm hoping it's going to stick to the transfer tape. I don't want it lifting up when we put the silicone in, but hopefully it's heavy enough. Make sure you've got enough room around all the sides. This is every single piece of the kit, this size. Right, I hope that sticks. There's something there. If it doesn't, I shall have to sit here for 5 hours and hold it down. Right, let's get some silicone mixed up. I just want to show you, I told you wrong. I'm putting it in that way so the concave side is up. I don't know what I was thinking, and all I've done is, because it's concave, I've put 2 layers of foam tape. We can take that out after, not a problem. So I'm just going to pop it in with space around the side. There we go. I hope that sticks. There'll be a bit of trimming at the end, but I just don't want it floating up. Now I've mixed the silicone for 3 to 4 minutes. This isn't enough. This is just the bits out of the bottles I had. I will be starting a new bottle and filling it up. I'm not going to colour it this time. I'm just going to leave it natural. And we'll start colouring. There we go. Make sure you scrape all the sides just like you would do with resin. And I'm going to pour it from quite high up in a slow stream. We need to get in that hole because I want that hole. Not that that's a big problem. It degasses very, very well, this Let's Resin one. It really is very good. So I'm just going to leave it. It is on a heat mat. I might just stick something in that hole, because looks like we're getting bubbles there. That's it. And we'll leave that for about 4 to 5 hours. Hopefully it'll be sooner than that with the heat mat on. I'll see you in a minute. It's been about 4 hours. It's all, as you can see, it's cured up. let's take these off. It did leak a little tiny bit over here in this corner, so I just put a cloth underneath it. It's not made a mess of my workstation. Let's see if these will come off. Perhaps I'll take that off first. Or not. The double-sided tape is the problem here. Everything else will come off. And obviously they'll need to be cleaned up. But done its job perfectly. I'm just hoping there's enough over the top of it. I don't think it's risen up. It's always exciting when you pull out, when you've made a mould and you pull it out. I think so anyway. There we go. Ooh, lovely. Right. Let's pop these over there. Let's get a bit of space, shall we? Right. Oh, quite a lot of silicone there. I'm going to cut around there to get that out. Yeah, perhaps could do with another layer on top. We'll see anyway when it's... So I'm just going to trim this up now. Any trimmings I take off, I keep to one side. I have a pile of them there, look. And what I do is I cut them up into little pieces. The next time I use a mould, I make a mould, I pop it in just to save myself some silicone. Right, we need a decent knife, which I don't think I've got. So at the moment I'll use scissors and I'll find my knife and clean it up. Yeah, that's quite thick there. Let's just get the scissors in and get a rough cut, I think. I got the majority off. I'm going to take some of this off as well because that's very, very thick. Don't need the wings to be that thick. I've got one of these cuticle knives and I'm going to... Oh, my eyes are shocking. I'm going to go across here. I don't think I'm even getting it. There we go. Take that off. I'm tempted just to use my scissors. It's a bit easier. I've got my glasses on, but I still can't even see it. Right, let's see if we can get the mould out. The wings out. It's stuck somewhere, I think it's that. Yeah, it's too thick, that. Ooh, nice. Yeah, it's gripping hold of it there. I can't remember if they touched at the bottom. Oh, they must be attached at the bottom. Right, it's okay, I've got it now. Let's get my knife. I didn't want to cut all the way through because I thought there was a hole at the bottom. Let's see if I can get round there. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I can trim it better now. Like that. There we go, nothing wrong with the master. It's a bit thin there, but I'm pretty sure it's still going to be alright. Yeah, that needs tidying up. I'll take the majority of that off and trim around the sides. Now, we can't cast in it for another 24 hours. So, I'm going to leave it 24 hours before I put the resin in. And I'll be right back with you. 24 hours for me, minute for you. Right, it was slightly sticky. I think it might have been the varnish that I put on the wooden piece. Anyway, I've washed it with soapy water. It's completely dry now, and I've got 200 mils of resin mixed up. I'm using J Diction 4-hour demold today, and I made a mess of that, haven't I? But I mean, it doesn't go over that, so it will suffice. I couldn't quite carve it properly. It looks like I've done it with a knife and fork. Anyway, right, let's just move this out of the way for a moment. Now, I'm going to be using black pigment. I'm also going to be using, these came in my last Temu haul. It does say resin pigments, but I'm pretty sure they're alcohol inks, the way they move. And I'm using the red gold. And I'm just going to do that black, and I'm going to drop the pigment into the mould. So let's get this pigment out. This is black pigment from Resin Supplies on Facebook. Very good pigment. Right, let's give it a stir. They tend to settle if you've not used them for a while. That should be enough. Well, perhaps a bit more. There we go. I just want to say thank you to everyone that bought me a coffee this month. Very, very grateful. I will have a board ready for next week with everybody's names on, and I'll be showing that at the beginning of each video. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I've not used the money yet, but I will do on something nice and crafty for a video just for you lot. Right, I think that's it. Don't know whether to add any glitter in. Glitter tends to, you can use glitter in black resin. I don't think it shows up very well. I don't think so anyway, just my opinion. Right, I hope this is enough resin. There we go. Beautiful black, this, just beautiful. Let's bring the mould back in. There we go. And I'm going to drop, give it a good shake, a few drops in so it lands in places I want it. There we go, and we'll pour the black in. I'll let that settle for a little while, and I will do the heart in exactly the same way. Drop it. Oh, came out very, very fast then. I think I've mixed far too much resin up. There we go. This was a very odd shape, if you remember rightly, the wooden. Very odd shape. Sort of flat on the back, which is that there, but rounded on the front. I don't know if you can see. So it looks like it's not got up to the sides, but that bit's full. I don't know whether to put something underneath. Yeah, some lolly sticks perhaps. Right, so let's get it out, shall we? Not completely rock hard, but I can't wait. It's definitely going to need some trimming up. This is the problem area. I need to, yeah, still a bit bendy. Oh, bit more bronze than I would have liked. I think it's a bit much, but oh, I kind of like it. Not very shiny, is it? Might go over it with some UV, although kind of like it. Oh yeah, definitely needs some trimming up. Let's have a look at the heart. that came out alright. There's bits, but yeah, that came out nice and clean. Let's have a look. That's nice too. What I'm going to do with this is I'm going to put a hole in, and I'm going to pop some ribbon through there. I'm going to have to drill that one again because I think I went too far, and it's going to hang up like that. I'm going to cut something out on my Cricut, saying a quote. There we go, a quote. Cool, my words aren't working today, are they? And it's going to hang like that. So I'm going to let it go completely hard, and then I'm going to get these bits off and see whether I want it shiny or not. I'll be right back with you. I've finished it now. Don't know whether I should have put that layer of UV on, but I do like how it's come out. I'd have preferred it to have been shinier, but that was my fault for using that spray varnish before I made the mould. Perhaps I'll just leave it matte next time, but it is pretty. All I've done is I've attached a chain to that and the heart. I've put the decal on and top coated the heart. I like it. I really like it. And it hangs up like that. I love it. I will take some photos and leave them at the end for you. I hope you've liked this project. I hope you like the finished result, and thanks ever so much for watching, everyone. See you next time. Bye.